Weird Wednesday, Unusual Openings Rapid Challenge stream. Welcome, Astrobate, sir. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? That's the question everybody's been wondering. Ponda turns into, you know what, every Halloween. I really need a Ponda suit. Maybe that's our next fundraiser. Okay, we're taking 7+5 casual challenges here. The ghosts and goblins and ghouls of Halloween beginning to get closer as we approach the 31st of October. Goiju, up early or up late? Good to see Goiju back on the stream. We've got an immediate challenge. An immediate challenge. D4. D4 or E4? Let's do E4. We did a lot of D4 yesterday for the tournament. I get those late people sometimes. Crows. Good luck. Forgot you played Aliakin defense. D4. Alright, let's try this. I never play this line really, but just for fun. For something different, because we are playing Weird Wednesday. No, I never play Knight C3. But let's come up with something creative. It's the Vienna. The Vulture. Vulture is a great Halloween opening. There's no opening called like the Spider, the Ghoul. Spiders and ghouls. It's not Halloween yet, but I'm getting in the Halloween mood. Dude, crows. Serious crows here. European crows look quite different from North American crows. They're like partly gray. They look like different birds almost. The same shape but different color. You just seriously sacrificing a pawn, sire? Alright. Sire is sacrificing a pawn. Aggressive crows. Just above my head. What's up, Miro? I feel like I'm outside. Like playing in the park. They have really nice chess tables on the park. But like nobody uses them almost. Streaming live from Budapest Városliget. Alright. That would be cool. Attacking the central pawn. I don't trust Bishop G4. But maybe it is a good move. What am I supposed to do next? You know, the really weird thing is those crows weren't making any sounds till my stream started. I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes with the window open. Not a single crow peep. I guess they hear me like streaming or something. They're like thinking I'm another crow. Knight g8, Alyakin Guju. I don't know, man. It's a good, weird Wednesday unusual opening, though. No, I mean, you could play any reasonable opening below master level. It's not that bad. As I said before on the stream, I don't know the history that well. Varghese claims that Knight g8 was the original Alyakin's defense. You know, probably Alyakin really shouldn't be credited. You know, there were other players who played it first. I believe him, although I haven't researched it myself. I like how Lev Albert wrote a book on Alyakin in the 80s, and he called Knight g8 the Brooklyn variation because Joel Benjamin's from Brooklyn, and Joel played it, you know, and there was one game where Joel played it in the book. But actually, you know, according to Varga, it has an older history. Bishop d6. Okay, so what are we doing here? Maybe if my queen is attacked, I do have a place to go on h4 or e3. So with that in mind, like, we don't have to panic. There's also obvious question of h3, h3, e4, queen e3, bishop f5, or h4, e4. I mean, h3 is not really a particularly useful move. Another option is d3, blocking my bishop in. Bishop e5 check looks reckless, but playable. I don't really like it. Crowville. Good morning, everybody. Alright, we're gonna do this. I don't know why. Yeah, what's the point? I mean, you play e4. I move my queen. You move your bishop. That's all there is to it. It looks like you're playing the elephant gambit. Some kind of elephant gambit, which I do a lot lately, just for fun. I don't think that black has quite enough compensation for the sacrificed pawn here. Now that's an interesting move, but g7 is hanging. Queen g7, rook g8, queen h6. Bishop takes c2 is possible. Maybe not a good move. I'm skeptical of this. Queen takes, rook g8 is forced, then queen h6. Because I open up a lot of avenues of attack for him. The important thing is it doesn't have like knight g4 trapping my queen or something like that. You know, this is very important that this square is covered, because in this position, I mean, knight g4 wins. Actually, it doesn't. I have queen h5 even. Well, yeah, it would win. Would it? Knight g4, queen h5. I have queen h5, but I don't like knight g4. Alright. We're only 2 pawns up. Hey, Husky, what's up? We're only 2 pawns up here temporarily. Bishop takes c2 is possible for our materialistically oriented opponents. But I want to develop my pieces anyway. And bishop takes c2, you know, it's not a harmonica. It's not a harmonic move. With the subtle threat of bishop g5, he should just, like, you know, continue his development here with knight d7 or queen e7. Queen e7 is an interesting move. That runs into bishop g5. Even so, he would still have knight on bd7. But I'm just trying to trick him. e4, maybe. e4. Also not a developing move. Rook g6 is the best move for black, clearly. Attacking my queen, forcing it to move, and trapping his bishop on c2. We got 3 challenges. I guess Husky among them. Hey, it's Miro, Husky, and Among Us Imposter. Wow. Oh no. Wait, he's really getting his bishop trapped? No way. Queen d2 or king d2? King d2, not for the faint of heart. I mean, my queen's exposed anyway, and I'm gonna, bring it back. Doesn't black lose a piece now? He had to play, I don't know, queen e7 was interesting with the idea of e4. Queen e7, queen d2, e4. Queen c2, pawn takes d3 check, winning my queen. What other move did he have? Obviously what? Obviously what? So he's sacrificed a piece, has a lead in development. The best practical try there, I think. Objectively, I still don't believe in black's position. Bishop e2? No. Knight e2. Queen d5? No. You can't do queen d5. Bishop d5 or knight d5. But what should I play? Knight f3? Can't play bishop e2. I can play knight f3. Seems like we're missing some people today. It's early. Asabi was here. He's usually sleeping. He's here. This is like my worst time for audience size. Wednesday mornings have always been cursed. Wednesday is the worst. Mondays and Fridays are better for some reason. I'm going to run out of time at this rate. You were in my toy box. Your toy box. Wait. Queen e3, knight takes d5? That's an issue. I need a desperately quick answer here. What am I going to do? This is unpleasant. Trying to find a place to go. Knight d5 is a serious problem. Here we go again. Back to my favorite square, h6. So nice to see you, h6. The queen e2 left me kind of congested. It's the best I come up with here. Black has some pretty significant compensation for a full piece down. Two pawns. He has only one pawn for the piece. Same for poker. Wednesday mornings are the worst. I didn't realize that. I don't know why, you know, it's just the best time for me. I mean, I don't like stream. I just simply stream when I have time to stream. So Wednesday mornings are a time when I have time. What am I going to do? I can't stream when I don't have time to stream. Or what are we going to do here? You have tactics, e4. God. We're winning. We got out, we consolidated. Is my queen trapped yet? Not even trying to trap my queen. Yeah, alright. I don't know if you ever had enough compensation for the piece, but I almost lost on time. Because after queen e2, I was like, what am I going to do? That was an awkward position. We're going to be taking more challenges here. I just want to see that one position where I didn't know what to do. After move 12. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, like, according to the engine, I'm totally winning. I'm +3. But, you know, I mean, this would be an easy position to, like, blow. You're far behind in development. You can't move your bishops. Your king is trapped in the center. So apparently g3 is okay. I was getting scared of e4. I mean, I was seriously concerned about g3, e4. This diagonal and this diagonal, or this line here. Apparently, it's nothing. See, I didn't see this move. That's a little too hard to see with limited time. Don't even know what it does. E4, calmly knight d4. That's a scary situation. I mean, it got a little out of hand. Even though the computer says +3, not so easy. Well, let's see. So queen f3 has been played. It's never been played. Wow, that's crazy. I thought you might be able to play knight c6. I wasn't sure. To try to take advantage of my queen. Computer doesn't love it. It's funny that queen f3 has never been played. You just should play d4. Alright. Well, I mean, it's probably been played, but there's no well-known games with it. Hey, it's Miro. Welcome. I'm surprised. I mean, if you look on the liches Opening Explorer, like, there's probably a billion games with queen f3. Borrowing this idea from, you know, it's interesting because if you play pawn, if I play pawn takes pawn, knight takes, queen f3 is probably a fairly well-known move. I borrowed it from the Scotch type positions. I'm surprised it's not been played in master games. Right. Probably has. Do I go first? Yesterday we had a rapid tournament and I played d4. Oh, the Dutch, right. Right. So Weird Openings Wednesday. In honor of Uber driver. Remember National Master Paul Powell playing this? I had never seen anyone do this before. Uber driver would like this. He played queen d3 against me. Rapid tournament. Rapid. Like, slower than Blitz and faster than classical. Rap God. Knight c6. Nice. Queen f5. Queen f5. Knight takes d4. Queen h5 check. G6. Queen e5. Knight takes c2 check. King d1. Holy shit. Queen f5. Knight d4. Queen h5 check. G6. Queen e5. Knight c2 check. King d1. Now he's got two pieces hanging. So knight takes a1. Queen takes h8. This looks fun. I don't trust it. Oh man, he just insta-snapped. Are you serious? He likes this? Is he trapping my queen or something? Just fearless. Knight takes a1, queen takes h8 is unclear. Maybe I'm just worse. I'm tilting. Hey, there's Uber driver now. Long wait until tire repair shop opens. Dude, there's no 24-hour tire repair shop? Masturbate with the game for Thursday? Uber driver? Do you have a masterpiece you're going to share with us for our Thursday subscriber stream? Tomorrow is Thursday already. Anyone who's a subscriber is welcome to submit a game. Hey, it's Miro. Are you serious? You're sacrificing a piece too? Everybody's sacrificing pieces here. What's going on? Wow. It's our second game in a row. It's always my queen wandering around. Unbelievable. I don't know what I expected him to play. So how do we conduct this? This is gonna be a thing in the future thing, pretty soon in the future, actually. I think when he goes bishop f5 check, I should just put my king back on d1. So the question is, how should I go about developing my pieces here? I don't know, I don't think I can try to play like e4. I think e4 is bad. Let's say I had time to play f3. For example, like e4, d6, you know, where do I go? Queen f4, knight takes e4, queen e4, bishop f5. I'm not going to try to Uber Driver, it's a whole piece. It's not. Don't listen to Uber Driver. He oversimplifies the game of chess with dogma. Chess was not meant to be oversimplified dogmatically. Actually, Uber Driver is being sarcastic. In a way, because he also brought his queen out yesterday. He's a big hypocrite. He brought his queen out early against me and had a perfectly reasonable position. Knight g4. Okay, the queen really does need to move at some point here. Queen g3. Let's say, for example, knight f3. Knight g4, queen g3. No, I need d1 for my king. We need d1 square for my king, bro. I can't be putting my queen there. If I could get my king back to e1, that would be alright. I know you're into the transvestite opening. It's none of my business. Now, what's wrong with, let's say, g3? What other choice do we have? I mean, g5, but I like the fact this protects f2. It's a very creative piece sacrifice. I never ever thought he would do that. I mean, king takes c2. Honestly, I thought here he was gonna like take my rook, give me his rook, and then play knight f6. You know, I think that's what most people would have done. Not sacrifice a piece. You could theoretically go to d2. But I don't really see the benefit. Other than my queen is more exposed on d2. b3 not an option. Damn, you're trading pieces now. Trading pieces not recommended in that material, but could get dangerous. Oh, suddenly, like, knight g5 looks like a good move. I have threats. Yeah, I mean, I think he's making a huge mistake there. I mean, by trading pieces. It's a tempting move if it's just opening the position for the bishops, but whoa. Yeah, I mean, I anticipated that. I think he just, like, he had a rough morning. Yeah, I anticipated this, but it's check. It's a great idea in the Dutch in general. You know, queen e8, queen a4. Now he's 2 pieces down. I don't know. I mean, he didn't seem to have faith in his position. But I think he had some mojo there if he was more patient. You know, very bad time use. I don't think it was trivial, this position. Like, black might have had the idea that he was, like, losing, but I think it actually was kind of dangerous in some respects. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Yeah, I mean, a rook up is enough for me. We lost our challenge from Husky. But Cheesy Noob is here to take his place. Oh no, Husky's back. Husky just has connection. Questionable connection. Alright. Things look bad for our Hey It's Miro. I've got Nimzovici in control of e5, 2 extra bishops. You know, you gotta believe in your position even if it's, like, hopeless. If only he had rook d5. He has no way forward now, just d3. But we're going to apply the brakes. Applying brakes. Now black has run out of things to do, basically. And he's going to get stomped on. No more threats. I guess this is a good plan. Followed by, like, advancing my H pawn. Yeah, I mean, it's over. I'm up 3 pieces. I want to check the opening, though. Oh, I think he saw my idea. He's preparing to play b5. Oof. Another threat. Is that a threat? No. That's not dangerous whatsoever. Rook babysitters. Rooks make the best babysitters. You just put them behind the pawn where they're nice and inactive. Rook e6. There you go. Rook e8. Exactly. Rook babysitter. Alright, yeah. Let's see this opening, man. This was fun. Wow. But I don't think you should even... You know, here he snapped on d4, by the way. Farkash. Who's Farkash, Gabor? That's weird. I don't remember anyone named Farkash, Gabor. Maybe there's a Hungarian named player in the UK that I've never heard of. That's weird. No, it had to be here. It had to have been played here. Who is Farkash Gabor? That's weird. Alright, so no one dared play queen takes f5. No one could be as creative as Sladgy. These guys are big chickens, afraid to play interesting chess. Who the heck is Farkash Gabor? Farkash. $23.60 Farkash Gabor. Don't know who that is. It's weird. Knight takes d4, queen h5 check. Fantastically interesting position. So here, all. See, and this is where I was sure you would play knight takes a1, but you're right. Knight f6 is the better move. Wow. Wow, that's the engine move. You gotta stop playing those engine moves. No, I mean, I really was sure you would go for the rook. We would trade, and then you would play knight f6. Is this just bad? So it's just bad because of bishop h6. Maybe king f7. It's bad. Yeah, I don't know. I thought like you could play bishop h6, king f7, I guess. It's really bad. So you basically had no choice. You had to play knight f6. Wow. Nice call. So after king takes c2, this is an awesome position. Black has compensation for a whole piece for one pawn. You don't see that very often. Like after 7 moves in the opening, perfect balance of material versus development. It's giving him a slight edge. Don't equal. e4, I was afraid to play e4. Wow. I thought e4 was like suicide for me. e4, d6. e4, d6. The e4 pawn. I mentioned this variation. You know what? I forgot his bishop was hanging on g7. He has to castle first. Is that important? I talked about this. I'm getting ahead of myself. He has to castle first. So that was cool, man. An interesting position. You're thinking of f3. It looks slow, but it definitely makes some sense. You know, I don't have a weight square bishop, and these pawns are gonna, yeah, you're supporting, yeah, it makes sense. You're supporting the e4. He can play d5 though, and circumvent it. Yeah, this is a fantastic position. I mean, I would be like scared to play either side in a serious game here. No, it's funny that this position happened twice, and both players were, you know, Not interested in going into queen takes here. I thought you could also maybe play it a different way, like d5. But I guess it's like not enough compensation. It's not clear. It's a gambit. You know, you play like a Black Mardimer, I guess. You can sacrifice a pawn for the initiative. Rather than a piece. Only a pawn. I don't know. Okay, anyway, fun game for sure. Yeah, no, interesting. Husky and Cheesy Noob. Guys, don't forget, gift a sub. I prefer Italian. Hold the jalapenos. I'm from New Jersey. Embrace the spirit of these Wednesday streams. Yeah, no, knight c6 is interesting. Of course, those guys who played queen d3 can't make another creative move. But objectively, it looks like queen takes f5 is risky for white. Okay, what are we going to do? Bird? Bird opening. The bird's opening. Birds or bird? Bird's opening. Apostrophe S. Yay. Here we go. Okay. Oh man, I had some games with somebody in this sign. Uber driver, right? Where's Uber driver? Wait, I have to recall now. Twitch has gift cards to buy bits and subs. Cool. You were gonna... Like on Amazon, or what are you talking about? I didn't see that. D6. Where do you buy them? What am I doing? I'm supposed to play knight f3. Correct? G5. Right. G5. Oh, that was the fantastic game. It was with, but who was that against? It wasn't Husky, was it? Oh my god. Who was this game? Who were these games against? He played pawn takes pawn. Not supposed to play that. You can send them by email. Ah. They're like codes. So we can transpose, maybe. Knight f3. I remember I looked at d4 long ago. There. Right. You're gonna transpose. Juxtapose. Bird is the word. You just play knight f6. So, most commonly, I think, in this position you see g5. E3 or G3. Is he a tempo up? I hope not. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I don't see how I did something wrong. I don't see how it can be a tempo up. What move did I make is like a mistake then? I'm confused as well. I mean, it looks like he's just gonna castle kingside and play like standard position. But objectively, that's alright. Knight c3 is interesting. You don't have to commit to anything. Non-committal. Well, there goes c3. Black has compensation for the sacrificed pawn. But I don't think that black, is like better or something. Wow. That's caveman style. Captain Caveman. Right. I have knight e4 here. Kind of interesting move. Not a developing move. Now is it? G3. I guess he could start throwing the H-pawn. D4. Knight takes H2. D4. Knight H2. Interesting. Knight E4. I don't know. I mean, you can't really afford to give me your dark square bishop. This is a weird situation. So he probably has to like go back with bishop e7. I mean, black still has compensation for the sacrificed pawn, but not more. Not more than compensation, I would say. I feel like he has to play bishop e7. Not like has to, but should, Maybe there's another idea just developing. What would Morphy do? Morphy wouldn't play bishop e7, would he? Uber Driver's favorite classical players. I think this is a modern type of move that later generation classical player could play, like Chigorin or something. Whereas Morphy would never like retreat. Keep your powder dry. Leave my knight on an exposed position on e4. Knight c3, f5. Right, but like after knight c3, f5, e4, f takes e4, d3. I'm skeptical. Well, he has this. Alright. Mate is mate. He has knight takes h2. That's bad. That's embarrassing. Okay. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Oh man. Well, alright. We had an extra pawn anyway. It's no problem. No problem whatsoever. I had an extra pawn to give back. We'll try to navigate this difficulty. I guess 94 was a mistake, huh? I had to play G3 or something else. Wow. The inconvenient mate. Okay, he's not actually threatening anything yet. But I don't really have a great move in general. So stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this, I guess. Black's better. My king is exposed and I don't have justification for it. I didn't think he could play knight h2, I just missed it. He thought a long time and realized. I'm gonna like mate myself now. E3. Beat me to it. But he doesn't have good dark square control. I shall control the dark squares. I assume that black is better now. I think I'm irrationally optimistic with king f2. Irrationally optimistic. Check. Check. But you know, you could see how this could backfire for white, theoretically, like a king's gambit. I mean, I have like the majority of pawns in the center. Tried to play king g3, but it was illegal. Oh my god. No way. No freaking way. Wow. Tactical buzzsaw. Unbelievable. To sacrifice a rook. That's so sick. Wow. Impressive. I missed these two tactics. Husky's pretty sharp for the morning. Man. That's brutal. I'm down a whole rook now. Whole rook and nothing but the rook. And another tactic. He was threatening like a queen c5 check, winning another piece. I mean, give me a break. Wow, that is so unfair. I missed the 93. Oh, good old birds opening. Wow. Yeah. Morphe-esque. A Morphe-esque finish. All hands on deck. Nothing bad can possibly happen here. We're not threatening anything. You have nothing to worry about whatsoever. You're completely safe. Blocking the H file? Not my greatest idea ever. Ah. How's that? What am I doing? I blew this completely. I hate myself for this. I had a chance. I totally had a chance and I blew it. Wow. I think I was actually winning. Bishop e6. The merciless technique. I never have any kind of tactic or anything. I think that's a problem. nice game. Wow. That was depressing. Wow, I never had a chance, according to the engine. I'm okay after knight takes h2. Like, why? What am I supposed to play? d4. Huh. Yeah, in retrospect, king f2 is crazy. This is really weird. I don't understand. You just played knight f6. This is rare. And then this is like not particularly good. And I just have to play like the, you know, normal move, g3. Knight h2. No, seriously, what's up with knight h2 here? Rook h2. Yeah, this is the first thing I looked at. Peter win. But I was afraid of h5 more. Now I do knight e4. Now you do h4, knight d6 check, queen d6. So this is like a terrible, terrible blunder. And the king f2 is a really big blunder. I mean, I guess I could play e3. Why is e3 so bad? Okay, it's not great. You must have something I missed. Wait, what? Oh, bishop g4. This is a problem. I have to give up the exchange. So after queen takes d6, I have to play d4 and go this way. Wonder about d3. But obviously I blundered, I blundered. Missing knight takes h2. Didn't realize you had it. I have to do this now. Yeah, it's not easy to play. But I thought I was coming back. I thought you had messed up. The best I ever got was here, where you took the pawn, and I thought it was dangerous. But man, you found f6, which is a really difficult move to play. I mean, I thought you were in trouble here. But I have no way to continue my attack, apparently. Unbelievable. Your king is on e8 in the middle of the board. I'm one move from rook e1. I can't believe there's nothing for white. Yeah, it looks like black messed up. I have rook takes h7. No, there's nothing there. It's unreal. I mean, I guess you can. I don't know. Like, where do you put your king? This is no good. I'm going to threaten rook e1. It's unbelievable. It's this stupid knight c2 that comes in and just happens to stop rook e1, just in time. Unbelievable. I really thought you had messed up too. You shouldn't have taken the pawn on e4. But I've got nothing. Unbelievable. I'm down a rook. I thought I had compensation. Well, the birds is always interesting. How are we doing on time here? Got another hour. Further proof that queen to queen 3 wins. Queen takes queen 3. No, it's further proof that queen takes knight wins. If you want to be like that, you dinosaur. Further proof that figurine, or what's it called? Descriptive notation is not dead. Figurine notation. Our only viewer who still uses descriptive notation. No, it was a good game. I haven't played the birds much lately. I've forgotten how to play. Actually, I never knew how to play the birds properly, but... Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. I have a good score with this. The elephant. The tusk defense. You've been tusked. You know, I mean, knight takes e4 is a good move there. This is not a good move order for white. If you want to play this kind of thing, you really ought to play the bishop's opening. Or play, like, the Urasov Gambit or something. Tusked. Donald Tusk. Uber driver, you gotta stop watching those stupid videos from the St. Louis Chess Club, bro. You're only, like, dumbing yourself down. Eric Rosen. Uber driver is like a 2100 player who watches videos intended for 1200s. And that's what happens. There should be like a disclaimer on the videos you're watching. If your rating is over 2000, do not watch this. This can be damaging to your chess understanding. Actually, if you're any rating. The Eric Rosen Gambit. I'm sure that has... The gambit you're referring to with white is, it has a name, and it was around long before Eric Rosen was born. I don't know what it's called, though. What's up with e4? Why not? Why ask why? It's close to an elephant. It's like a elephant relative. Do elephants have any living relatives? What's the closest living relative to the elephant? I guess you could just play Queen e7. That was my intention. It's an elephant gambit relative. Pachydermus. Chessus. Form of an elephant. Wow, Leon Teluca is 2,300 now. 2,473 in Blitz. What? Wow. Those ratings have really gone up of recent. We should check the rating curve there. Open link in the window. FIDE rating 1,600. Wow. Bullet and Blitz. Massive rating increases. G6. It's like a scotch. Yesterday I played a King's Gambit with Queen E2, Uber Driver. E4, E5, F4, Pawn takes pawn, Queen E2. Would you rather play Queen F3? Is Queen F3 a relative? Is there a Mammoth Gambit? Yeah, that's a good question. It would have to be older than the elephant. I'm sorry? Older than an elephant. Oh my god, it's Dr. Trip Chance. What's happening there? Are you okay? He's from the revolutionary situation in Iran. A lot of instability there. I hope you're well. Wow. Alright, so we take. Always take. Psychic for sure. Billiam. Who's calling me Billiam? I go by Billiards. Occasionally. You got accidentally tear gassed. Well, that's one way to describe it. They meant to hit a woman, but they got Dr. Chip Chance instead. I don't know if I would classify it as accidental. But I know what you mean. He wasn't actually the protester they were trying to tear gas. For his birthday, nice. Isn't life grand? They tear gassed the people and you're in a nearby building. It's a nightmare. Yeah, just stay safe. The Revolutionary Guards are not messing around. A lot of people have been killed in the unrest in Iran. Yeah. Wow, d4. What does that do? He's trying to play knight c5 or something? I think he's trying to play knight c5. I don't want a knight on c5. Now he's got another idea. Lots of ideas. Okay. That's a tremendous move. It's not happening. I am not trading on e5. Oh, we're great. We had 80,000 people protest this past weekend, but generally here, like, protests are pretty safe. I guess c5. I mean, I'm not a protester. I don't do that, but no, I'm not a real Hungarian, so I don't directly involve in the political scene here. Just saying. We have socioeconomic this sort of discord. They don't pay the teachers enough, and the latest protests here are connected to that. Teachers are, very unhappy. They're not getting paid adequately. I don't know, man. I'm 11. I have a score of 11.5 to a half against this guy, and now he's like mowing me down. Bishop, let's see, rook takes there, that's also crushing. Maybe knight a4. Anytime I try to do rook takes e5, he would just take it and play like rook takes e5, bishop g7, f4, and I'm dead. So I think trading pieces here, keeping my bishop pair, I have some compensation for the sacrificed pawn. The chess ecosystem. Guys, feel free to subscribe and donate, support the stream. Super Siri. No relation to Super Sebi. We're playing weird openings today. But this was really shocking. I mean, bishop takes d5. Wow. I never had anyone like try to pull this off before. I doing here again? A little concerned about this. He's so insanely fast. Sorry, man. I didn't think of bishop c3. I don't know if it's a good move or not, honestly. The last game I played with him, he was 2186. What happened there? It was a 4-move draw. Yeah, there's always the old 4-move draw. The odd 4-move draw. Wow. How's he gonna free himself here? Guess he's not. I don't know, he's got like Grandmaster endgame technique now. What is that? Oh my god. Must blockade. Did he challenge me to 7 plus 5? Give me that pawn. Two draws in a row. Damn, I was losing, but this opening was weird. Computer doesn't think I was completely lost. Just worse the whole game. Except the opening. What freaked me out was this. D5. It's weird. If you look at the Masters database, Knight c6 can't be as good as D5. D5 is the second best move in this position. The normal line is Knight takes E4. That's just the gambit line. What's it called? The Bowden Kieseritsky Gambit. No, no Uber driver. It's not called the reverse Eric Rosen Gambit. Okay, it has a name. It's an opening that's like 200 years old. Yeah, no, I mean this is good, and d5 like I think is underestimated. I've had a lot of good games playing this. Like an elephant gambit, but I've never had anyone do bishop takes d5 before. Well, no one good anyway. So this is the thing. What am I supposed to play here? I wasn't sure about queen takes d5. How do I continue after knight c3? It looks like a center attack, but after queen e6, he's threatening castles and rook e1. This would be the normal move, but I felt like white's just better here. I'm in big trouble because of the e file, so I didn't know what I'm supposed to do if I do it this way. I should have thought about it. Uber driver. Yeah. Queen d6 is better, of course. No, queen to queen 3. After everything we talked about, you don't have to play weird openings. I have enough of those to go around. It's interesting. Queen 3 is better. And now you know. I don't know, this just looks weird to me. But you can play it like a Chinese center attack reversed. So only queen a5 and queen d6 are good. I tried to do this, but this is too aggressive. And we played like perfectly here. Computer doesn't love knight c3, it likes castles. Yeah, I was looking at this. No, I played f5 and it's a mistake apparently. Anyways, it was an interesting opening, but he's getting really strong. We have a new player joining our team, Tatalida. Wow, strong player from Czechia. This is a very strong player. Nice. Thanks for joining our team. Alright, I've got next challenge, Dinekis. Super Siri. Who's a subscriber? Super Siri? Wrong time control. Honest Bishop Tetalida. Dinekis challenged me to raid it. We're gonna play this guy. Who is this? Tetra. 2670, nice rating. And he's not like a bullet specialist necessarily. Established ratings. Very strong and rapid, wow. Who are you? This gotta be like at least the FIDE master. Oh, he's a streamer. It's an elephant. Nice. I was just talking about the elephant. Mr. Coffee's here. Speaking of elephants, what do you have to do to get a game? Put in a 7-5 casual challenge. Exactly. Oh, Aunt Lita. He's a solid customer. 2670 rapid, but he plays the Queen's Gambit declined orthodox. You don't see that every day. This isn't a weird opening. Oh no. Oh well. I totally forgot. It happens every week. Thanks for reminding me. I just, I'm playing this like new strong player and I totally got distracted. We're supposed to play weird openings. This is anything but a weird opening. Alright. This is like the most standard. Yep. Well, there was a player named Salo Floor. He was from Czechia too. He liked this with white. There was a famous game, Floor Capablanca, where Floor couldn't win with a good knight against bad bishop, isolated d pawn. This variation. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, this is not a weird opening, but I'm not going to make a bad move like on purpose at this point to make it a weird opening. We'll continue with weird openings on the next game. TP bot. Make sure the challenges are casual. I would say for these ratings, you know, this player is FIDE rated 2200 above. Alright, so, yeah, what's the deal with this? You could play like Kramnik here if you want to. That's like a Kramnik style move. Knight takes e7. Solid. Kramnikian. So what does white do? Well, I mean, I don't think that white gets much advantage here. It's ridiculously safe for black. Kramnik versus Kramnik, like maybe... If it was like Kramnik versus Kramnik, maybe white could get some kind of a small edge. Kramnik could beat Kramnik. Bishop e5 doesn't make sense. So what makes sense? You just do bishop e2, a6, or b6. Black's equalized. My queen is actually misplaced on c2. Some situations. What would Uber Driver do? Take on c5. If I take on c5, he takes. I play like bishop e2, he plays b6. I castle, he plays bishop b7. We like agree to a draw or something. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I can go here first. If he takes on d4, I take with a knight. Now, there's no IQP position here because there's too many exchanges. If I was in a good mood, I would push g4. And we would send you to a therapist. If you're in a good mood. I'd hate to see when you're in a bad mood. Chess therapy. It's Kramnik versus Kramnik. Kramnik offers Kramnik a draw. Vlad, would you like a draw? It's like playing Schieberspieler or something. Maybe this is Schieberspieler's new Smurf account. The blitz is too low. Interesting, he's got chess 960, not super high, but only 45 games. Good bullet rating, not insane, but yeah, I think he's like a 2250. A young 2250 player who's improving. He could be like an old IM for all I know, you know, like me. Your rating could be anywhere between 2100 and 2400 FIDE with ratings like that. You never know. Aunt Lita. What do I do now? I was thinking about taking with the rook. What happens if rook takes? Knight f5? Rook takes knight f5, rook d2, then queen e7. Knight takes. Which way do we take? I don't know, I'm not like that excited by that variation. Knight takes, rook c8. Do we have any tactics like bishop b5? Bishop b5 immediately. It's a sick move. Not a good idea here though. Maybe later. Alright, I'm not going to take with the rook. Knights before rooks. That's what they told me at chess school. But this is stuff when they play knight c7. I mean, it's like every game I've ever played has been a draw in this kind of... At the end of the day, the Queen's Gambit is just a forced draw. Rook takes knight f5. I'm not excited about my rook like going to d2, to be honest. It doesn't really do it for me. Takes. He has rook c8. The question is when. Now, later. Now it's not good. Yeah, that was... He thought for a while on that move, but it was forced. Now e4, for example, rook c8. Looks decent. Uber Driver would love this position. Uber Driver in love with position. It's so drawish. Uber Driver can't stop thinking about it. I can't shake that bishop on d5. Oh. Have you seen Arsenal Fan? It's Arsenal Fan's old friend. You remember, Mr. Coffee? Complete Game James? They used to have like... Was it Arsenal Fan or no, it was Bob. But who was he used to argue with, Bob or Arsenal Fan? I can't remember. Knight c6, anyone? Knight c6 doesn't do anything. I don't know, man. It's just a draw. I got nothing. Red Sox all-time best player. Debatable. But Wade Boggs, yeah. You're like, you expect like British people to know anything about Wade Boggs? A lot of people, like Uber Driver's probably going to freak out when you said that Wade Boggs is the Red Sox all-time best player. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's debatable. Acerbate. Batting average, maybe. Are you serious? Where's Uber Driver? Teddy Ball Game? You'd have to say, like, in the last, like 30 years. Best player in the last 30 years. What I liked about Wade Boggs was that he was like a sportsman-like player. He was like a normal person. He was like a good, down-to-earth, decent human being. He has to have one of the highest all-time batting averages in Major League Baseball. Mr. Coffee, feel free to fire the ban hammer at any time if you feel it necessary. I'm kind of on the fence. We really don't need that randomness. Who was it that he used to fight with? Was it Bob? Wait, I have knight c6 here. It's a bad move. So knight e5. I really feel like I'm playing Uber Driver now. Knight f5. Egomaniacs? Are you an egomaniac? Astrobate? You're just a maniac. Would you gift a sub to Sledge's community, Mr. Rich Guy? Uh-oh. Wait, who's Mr. Rich Guy? We do need some more gift subs. Especially, guys, I'm going to be away for 2 weeks. I will try to stream from Italy, though. 3 weeks we're going away for about 13 days. I'll do a couple morning streams from the World Senior. Thanks, B-Jock. It's funny, I thought he would play this. I don't know why, though. It's kind of random. Interesting, he didn't go for the rook fc8. Thought he might. I don't know, Akiba Rubinstein still has some hope here for this position. Animaniacs. Alright guys, we only have 20 minutes left. Can even Akiva Rubinstein win this position? Or is chess a forced draw? Okay, what do we do? Prove the king? Can I hit him with h5 at some point? Other questions. F3, never even thought of that move. Is this a mistake? F3A. Another waiting move. I thought I was going to play h5, but it might be a mistake. Like most of my moves. Keebler. Only money. Holy ambulance, Batman. Where is my time? Another mistake. I can't believe I blew this. I was totally winning. Wow. That's really sick. I had Queen E5 before. I like how Psychic for sure has all these comments pointing out the obvious wins that I missed. It's very deep. I had like 20 forced wins. That's sick. He's definitely not an old man like me. It's definitely a 2200 kid. Wow. Man. Dude, what happened? Yo. Queen E3, double check. What? Yeah, thanks for the game. I was even winning here? I can't. I need to refresh. Oh, I was winning here with Queen E5 check, yeah. I had already lost my composure. Yeah, that's stupid. I thought I had already messed it up. I was pretty angry with myself at this point for missing like B2 or whatever. Alright, anyway. Whatever. We have another request to join the team. Super Siri. Remember, this is not a bullet team. You still don't have enough games. Alright, thanks for the game. Endgame fail. That's the most dangerous point, when I think it's totally over. And I stop thinking. I don't have time to take all these challenges. Who are subscribers? T-Bot, Super Siri. I got time for one more. One more subscriber. Super Siri. Alright, Super Siri. Is Dinakis a subscriber? I don't think so. Super Siri. Guys, this is probably the last game for today. My alarm's gonna go off in like 15 minutes. I'd love to play you all. Fortunately, I have to go. Today's a busy day. Alright, last game. Weird openings. I forgot to play weird opening last game. Super Siri has no games. No clue who they are. Normally, yeah, Gina Rook, I'll get you next time. Come a little earlier. Weird Wednesday. I just have to work. Work. Interesting going on today. Okay, Psycho for sure. Psycho Smurf. Bishop F5 against the 2-knight tango. The London is banned. You can't play the London with black either. It's banned for both colors. Of course, they've got 8 games. Who gifted them a sub? I want to know who's guilty of gifting them a sub. London is banned, and they're immediately playing the London. Of course. What did you freaking expect? Knight takes d5. No, my last tournament game, I lost 7 elo points because I like blundered in a winning position. Because I thought he was literally going to resign on the next move. Well, I was indifferent. Oh, it doesn't matter like which one of these winning moves you make, you know. The minute that you tell yourself the game is over, that's when it really gets dangerous. No, at least knight c6 makes the game a little interesting. I agree. He's playing a Jababa system with reverse colors. It does. This is definitely a mistake. I equalized with white. One of the golden rules is always develop bishops before knights, right? And make sure you don't castle before move 10. There he goes. Alright, he's castled. He's just playing generally sensible moves without a real plan. I mean, I'm just afraid that like everyone who's 1500 is like really 2400 strength. That's what I'm used to. Okay. Silver and gold. Alright. T-bot. TP bot. Tebow. Oh, I hate Tim Tebow. I love how he tried to play baseball. It's so pathetic. Is he still trying to do that? Any other player who wasn't a former like NFL quarterback would have been dropped with his baseball skills. They only kept him because in the minor leagues because he was like popular. I felt sorry for like other more deserving players. He's taking somebody's spot on a minor league baseball team for promotional purposes. It was sort of ridiculous. Speak for yourself, Asterbate. The baseball news, if you're interested in baseball news, is that the Dodgers are interested in trading for Aaron Judge and moving. The idea would be to move Mookie Betts to second base. That would be sick if the Dodgers got Aaron Judge from the Yankees. Well, I mean, he's a free agent now, but because Mookie Betts is an outstanding outfielder, probably one of the greatest athletes in baseball, but he was drafted as a second baseman, not an outfielder actually. He does everything well: bowling, second base, outfield. He's not athletic at all. Asterbate with the proverbial baseball players are not good athletes. It's like chess players are all like good at math. I think the Red Sox biggest mistake of the many that they've made was to trade Betts. That was really just retarded. Nothing else compares to that in terms of stupidity. Bowling, yeah. Now we're talking athletics. Mr. Coffee can attest. Where's the mate again? Why is there no mate here? Guys, I'm going to run out of time. I thought I could play another game. There has to be a checkmate. Queen f5, rook f7, rook f6 check. I guess that'll suffice. $15-ouncers. Those are big beers by American standards. Are you sure? I think the 12-ounce Budweiser cans are most common. Sounds like you're talking about European beers. Sure. We have bigger beers here. 20-ounce. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thanks for playing. I'll be back. Don't forget to submit games for Thursday night subscriber stream. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Subscribing to the stream. Giving gift subs to people like Dr. Chipchance. Doesn't have a gift sub. Foster's oil cans. Alright. We'll see y'all later. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Good games, guys. Bye-bye.